I just looked at the views. They're low as hell. I'm like, what's going on here? But then I see it. But yeah, it makes no sense. But to reset all of this, we're here tonight because there's new audio that has been leaked. There's new audio that has been leaked that appears to connect or at least suggest that the federal agents believe that Big U had something to do with the death of Nipsey Hussle. And since you guys were so great and you were still with me while I was tripping big time, I'm going to find that audio and I'm going to play it. There we go. This is a conversation between Whack 100, Whack 100. Hold on. Okay. I have to put on some headphones so I can hear what you guys. This is a conversation between Whack 100, okay, and a lady who is related. I think she's the sister of the kid who was allegedly killed by Big U, the aspiring rapper who Big U allegedly deleted in Vegas. So I'm gonna play this audio. I found it. Praise the Lord. And now you guys get to hear it. And you guys tell me what you think. Sound off in the comments and tell me what you think. The mother of the Vegas victim said that they were. Okay, so she's the mother. I didn't want to speculate because I really didn't know. But let's listen to it. And everybody give me a 1 if you can hear everything okay.
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Got you. I'm going to sit back and watch the show. You know, I don't give a
And they basically going to put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. Yes. The same person that the DNA the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is going to be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
District attorney. Oh, okay. When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back.
So according to this lady, they found the DNA of Big U under the fingernails of the victim. I wish y'all would tell me this dude's name. Maybe it's on here. Oh, Rashawn Williams. Rashawn Williams. They allegedly found Big U's DNA under this guy's fingernails. So now, from what she said, I don't know how true this is. This is basically at this point hearsay. They are going to try to pursue some type of charges against him for the death of Nipsey Hussle. And, you know, when this stuff first broke out, I was telling people who didn't know about this situation, I was telling them, guys, don't think that this is anything that wasn't known by people who live in LA. Everyone knew what was going on. Everyone knew what the whispers, the murmuring was saying. Everyone knew that this guy and Nipsey were not on the best terms around the time that Nipsey died. But what I'm shocked at is you have so many guys, if you're watching on Notorious BDT, you have to come over to Defiant Brandon because I can't stream these both to the same place at the same time or YouTube will ban me. So I have to remove one. So I'm removing it. Come over to Defiant Brandon. But basically, everyone knew what was going on. People knew what the whispers were and all that stuff. And I'm just I'm amazed that nobody did anything about it. No one said anything about it. And and when you go to LA, people project this image like everyone's so tough and you know, you can't tell me what to do, and I'm my own man, and you know, all this stuff. But it's like, it's crazy how all these dudes fall in line behind some bullshit. That's when they could be like loose lip. I mean, lip sealed. That's when they can get on code. Can't get on code to start a business, but can get on code to cover up for somebody who didn't kill somebody who was actually making investments in their community. Ain't that about nothing? And then I got people saying like, oh, Wax snitched, he leaked the audio, blah, 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 blah. Guys, the guy's already been arrested. Whether he leaked the audio or not, the FBI or whoever, they told her don't say anything. They told her don't say anything. She went and told Wack, oh, between me and you. But I'm going to be honest with you. If they told her, they probably wanted her to go around telling people because they wanted to see who would come forward and give them more information. Apparently, the lady who owns the Trap Kitchen, is it Trap Kitchen? That lady was arrested in connection with this situation for some like sex trafficking, human sex trafficking charges. But I think she's been released because she was pregnant. But everything we're saying here is speculation. But I'm really just highlighting the fact that this is like a stain on the city of LA. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It's just like, what are these guys, like, what is their goal? What is their motive? What are they all about? Because all I see is a bunch of on the dead homies and just goofy shit. Am I not? Hold on. I don't know why this didn't. All I see is like kind of like a bunch of goofy stuff. Desi, I'm with you 100%. Bro, when he started fucking with the white people money, that's when they came looking for him. These guys only are allowed to prey on their own people. You think the feds didn't know what this guy was doing? The plot was not it. What they were doing was not intricate. It wasn't nothing highly. It wasn't anything really high level. Just like minor, like low level extortion. Getting money under fraudulent terms, and basically using it for his personal expenses. I don't know why they stopped me on Instagram. It's always something. But it was just, it wasn't nothing super crazy. So I believe they already knew about it. And honestly, I've been telling people, I just believe that like Joe Biden's DOJ and the government agencies were just like told, like, don't worry about none of the petty stuff. Don't worry about none of the low level stuff. Just focus on getting Trump. That's what I really believe they were told. Because it makes no sense that this guy got away with this for so long. I'm trying to start. Okay, we're still here. Good. It makes no sense that these guys got away with this for so long. Where the hell you been hiding, fat? But I ain't been hiding at all. I haven't been hiding at all. I've been around. I've been on No Jumper and all that. But yeah. So we don't know. But I just think about the situation with SUGE KNIGHT and how people are making like SUGE KNIGHT comparisons, and I'm like, bro, SUGE KNIGHT was actually getting rappers out of contracts, signing them to his record label and giving them large advances up front so they could produce music. Now, was he a totally innocent guy? Is he someone that I'm defending? No. But I'm just saying what SUGE KNIGHT was doing was totally different from what Big U is doing. I mean, SUGE KNIGHT actually had a college education. He was a smart guy. The guy went up against like Jewish people and got Dr. Dre, DOC, and a couple other dudes out of, really shitty contracts. I would tell people to pause before they start comparing this dude to SUGE KNIGHT. That's kind of like an insult to SUGE KNIGHT, if you ask me. I think Suge Knight was a little bit more of a refined of a gangster. But why was he successful, you know, when this guy basically got busted? I mean, for one, he wasn't killing nobody. I mean, if he was, it wasn't nobody that we would know, so we could say, oh, Lil Rodney is gone. Who killed him? I mean, he might have threatened people, got people to sign contracts against their will, release artists against their will and stuff like that. But this stuff that Big U was doing, this just to me kind of seems like low-level bullying activity. I don't even think Big U compares to Whack 100. I think Whack 100 is smarter than Big U by a lot. I think Whack is like, you know, he got his own thing going on, but I think Whack is someone who realizes how easily black people are manipulated, and he manipulates black people to his own benefit. I think this is all like one big chess game for Whack, because he knows that ultimately those dudes will talk crazy, those dudes will threaten you and stuff. He knows that if you throw a dude who ain't never had nothing a little bone, he gonna be focused on that bone. He ain't gonna be focused on whatever you doing in the background. You know, like if somebody want to break in your house or something and they throw your dog a steak, and the dog run and go focus on eating a steak, and so they could take all the stuff they want because the dog is so focused on that food because the dog is hungry. That's Whack to me. You know, he's like, listen, man, bring these dudes up here. Adam too. Bring these dudes up here. Give them some money. You pretty much could say anything you want. You pretty much could do anything you want. They so focused on the little bag that you giving them, they'll tolerate anything. And what do you expect to a bunch of dudes who like didn't even graduate from high school and stuff like that? I just see that it's like the more we try to glorify the street life, the more we try to glorify these dudes that are trying to bring that element to social media and podcasting and stuff, the more it gets revealed how goofy these dudes really are. And why, like, once you get like 25, you take a second and you look in the mirror and say, why am I hanging with these dudes? This dude's dumb. This dude's a freaking pedophile. This dude beating on his wife. This dude's a drunk. This dude's a drug addict. And you just say, hey, this is no longer the place for me. And you move on with your life. Anybody who has intelligence. I can never understand how somebody could get on social media or on a podcast and talk about gangbanging every day. It's really not that deep of a thing. It's really not that like intricate of a dynamic. You got a bunch of dudes with daddy issues, a bunch of dudes who like crack babies, a lot of dudes who get a Social Security or SSI check, getting together to wreak havoc on their own community. There's nothing really great about that. There's nothing really great about that. And people are like, they eating it up. Oh, I can't wait to jump on this or that. No jumper to listen to these dudes say the same shit over and over again on the dead homies. And if I hear on the dead homies one more time, bro, I feel like I'm going to rip what's left of my hair out. Like, bro, can we talk about anything other than this gang and y'all beef that these dudes been beefing for decades? What else is new? But I realize a lot of people want to have they want to be privy to the inner workings of gangbang culture, but they don't want to be exposed to it to where it could affect them. And there's a market for that. But I just hope people understand, when you looking at gangbang culture, understand that this is the future. 58 years old, being dragged into court. If you're found guilty, getting dragged to the federal penitentiary to spend the rest of your life bending over, spraying your ass cheeks and coughing and eating mystery meat, playing checkers, drawing, sending letters to whoever would be interested in talking to you, trying to make a phone call while your hoe is getting dug out by the dude who she swore to she couldn't stand. That's what leads to. So for as much as people consume it and love it and want to be a part of it and, oh my God, it's awesome, understand that this gangbang shit don't really end good for nobody. It really doesn't. I see these dudes talking about, we need a truce between the gangs. No, we need to get rid of these damn gangs. These gangs are not doing shit for nobody. I'm going to be the first person to say it. Fuck a truce in a piece. Get rid of it. I see you around here with that bullshit. We calling the police. Your ass is going to jail. You over here, trying to throw up gang signs and shit. We going to be on your ass. We trying to hold on to shit that serves us, that does us no good. I mean, can someone tell me the purpose of gangbanging? When all these dudes do is prey on people who look like them? You got 1 million Crips in LA and 1 million Mexican burrito stands on every corner in LA. Are the Crips defending spaces so black people could do business there? No. So what's the point? I mean, can anyone tell me what's the purpose of gangbanging? What is it accomplishing at this point in 2025? Other than a bunch of dudes who can't verbalize nothing other than on the dead homies? Niggas getting high and drunk every day? I gave y'all the link. Can someone come up and tell me what is the purpose of gangbanging in 2025? Coming from someone who was in a gang. What's the purpose of it? How is it enriching anything? What business deals are these dudes securing that are actually having a real impact on the community? I'm tired of hearing, oh, this dude started a youth basketball league. That ain't no goddamn investment. It's not. Because 90% of the kids in the league ain't in the damn little league ain't gonna make it to the big league. And sometimes I think the sports shit has the opposite effect in the hood. I think it produces a bunch of dudes where if they don't make it in sports, they just say fuck it and they give up on their life. Dude, all I've been doing is playing basketball since I was 8 years old. Once my hoop dreams faded, what else am I gonna do? It's been a long time. The time is coming, it's past where black people should have said, you know what, we need to be more focused on the technical aspect of society for our children than just the entertainment aspect. It's 1 million actors, 1 million singers, 1 million dancers, 1 million football players, 1 million basketball players. But how many of these kids could make a app or develop some software or do cybersecurity or any of that stuff? Probably none. 10 Speed said almost every vice lord I know who's over 60 has a look of shame on their stretching faces. Well, they should. They should. Because they know that the stuff that they've been involved in for all these decades and years didn't serve no real purpose. Go to the Midwest. Everywhere where the vice lords, the GDs, all that used to run, it's white people living there now. They didn't got pushed into the outskirts of those cities. Still doing the same nonsense. I sound kind of low. Well, I'm as high as I could go at this point. Maybe I'm a little better now. Sorry, guys. But that's the whole thing. We've been lied to. We've been bamboozled. We were told that the gangs were going to bring some type of positivity to the community. We were told that if we tolerated the occasional violence, all the gang banging and jaw jacking and pants sagging and drug selling in some way, shape, or form was going to end up transforming our communities into urban meccas where every black kid grows up to become a millionaire. That's the lie we were sold. All these years later, what did we get? We adopted gangbanging, we protected it, and we lost ground. Now the white folks is moving into the hood. You can't even live there no more. You can't even afford the rent where you grew up. So you spent your whole life dodging bullets in this neighborhood just to be told, yo, you got to move because the rent is getting raised by 10% next year and you can't afford it. And you're broke. And you're broke. You're broke because you've been trying to afford the rent. So every penny you've had that you might have saved, you put to try to keep your head above water thinking things would improve. It didn't. Now you're getting evicted and don't even got the money to go nowhere. It's so bad that in California, they made a law like if they ask you to move, they know you got no money. So they made it like if the landlord asks you to move, he has to pay for you to move. And the landlord just paying. We want them out of here that bad. Where you going? We're going to give you a check. Get the hell out of here. It's absolutely crazy to me. I hope the volume improved for you. I don't really know what else I could do unless I turn the gain up ridiculously loud. But here we go. I hope that's better for you. But somebody asked me, like, why did you join a gang? I joined the gang primarily because in my city, we had like a lot of beef with like Hispanics. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it was like my friends were getting into it with them. I was getting into it with them. So I was just like, hey, might as well be from the hood. Shit, at least like I'll be like with my bros and we'll be doing what we got to do. That's basically it. That's basically it. You know? But I'm not saying that that's something that was a good thing. But I couldn't even imagine somebody joining a gang in LA when it's like we live between 3 different hoods and they all black. And if I join one, now I got the other one looking for me trying to smoke me. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. Like, I feel like if I lived in LA, I would have never been from a gang. I would have been a dude who could go everywhere and be cool with everybody. I would have been like Dom Kennedy. Hey, man, I'm just at the function. That's my homeboy from over here. That's my homeboy from over there. We all good. Somebody said they moved from Compton, California to Houston, Texas. Why you moved from Compton to Houston? I don't even need to ask that question. I mean, Compton still got good weather. But yeah, this whole Big U thing, my boy hit me from Florida today. And he was just like, bro, I am so entertained by this shit that's unfolding with Big U. He was like, I am amazed that dudes in LA are so dumb that that dude could be a kingpin in LA. I was like, only in LA. That shit, I just can't even imagine that happening in Long Beach where I'm from. Like, I'm serious. I can't even imagine that happening where I'm from. It's like in Long Beach, there's too many smart dudes for a dude like that to really be calling shots on anybody. I'm being real with you. Real surface level type. I mean, when you think of the, when you look at what was going on, it's like real bird brain type stuff. That's basically the only reason it worked is because, like, if you think about it, dude's able to do all that because he's 6'5". What are we in some like horrible movie where because the guy's tall and buff, all of a sudden everyone's scared of him? In a city where people getting shot every day, that doesn't make sense to me. But when you have a community where a bunch of kids aren't like graduating from school, a lot of people can't read, motherfuckers on drugs. That's how the drug deal. That's how the dudes now, the older dudes, like that's how they can easily manipulate the youth, the younger guys, get them addicted. Now they smoked out, perked out, ready to crash out. See, back in the day, you didn't have a bunch of gang members who were addicted to drugs. Like they might smoke some weed, drink some beer, you know, some malt liquor. But you got dudes now that's like on pills, on cocaine. Some of them smoking crystal meth. It's like, and man, it's giving crackhead, dope fiend vibes. It's really easy for people to manipulate people like that when they have habits and you have access to what they want. They're willing to do things they ordinarily wouldn't do. Somebody said he was a trained martial artist. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Bro, people in LA, people are gunning people down, bro. What does martial arts have to do with that? Oh my God, watch out for Big U. He's going to come hit ya. Hiya. E. Come on, be real. Be real. It just comes out of nowhere, and then it's like, oh man, this guy was like a trained martial artist, and it's like, come on, bro. It's a dude like 5'1", 130 pounds with a damn switch, ready to just burn something down. 10 Speed said, hey Brandon, all the drug dealers in the 80s and 90s never fixed their parents' houses or invested into it. They were all about self, 100%. The drug dealers always said, oh, I sold drugs to feed my family. But the family was still on welfare in Section 8. Y'all never left the hood. That's what I don't get. It's always this lie, I'm doing it for this reason. But the only thing I see them ever do is buy new cars, rims, clothes, jewelry. Like, how did any of that contribute to you feeding your family? You go in a house, the house still ain't got no food in it. Carpet's still filthy. Dugard, shout out to you, bro, for the $1.99. Salute from the Bronx, New York. Keep your foot on the gas. Will do, my brother. Will do. I'm with you. DM, I'm messing with you, man. Don't worry. Black Canadian. I saw a video of Big U hanging out with a Toronto rapper who is a Crip, Pressa. Yeah, because these dudes glorify that culture now. It's like a big thing to be a Crip. It's a big thing to be a Blood. But if you go to LA where that shit started, you ain't barely gonna see no Crips or Bloods. You gonna see Mexicans selling burritos and tacos on the side of the road, getting all the money that the black man told you he needed to destroy his community with drugs to get. Like, let that sink in for a minute. If you don't take nothing else from this stream, Mexicans is making more money, gaining more capital, selling a tortilla with dry ass meat and cilantro stuffed in it than these black men ever could dream of making, destroying their community with drugs. At that point, throw all that shit away. Because everything they told us was a lie. I gotta do this to feed my family. A mess can go out there and sell tacos from can't see in the morning to can't see at night. Bro ain't doing that for his health. He dragging in a bag. Legally. He might be illegal, but his hustle isn't. They're not like, I gotta destroy my community to save my family. What's bigger, the community or the family? What's more important, the community or the family? If you really just think about that shit, It really make you want to go out and punch somebody in the face. Nigga, you got my daughter hooked on crack, nigga? Because you need to feed your family? But a Mexican go and he's selling a damn torta and a goddamn quesadilla? Bringing in a bag, buying homes, starting businesses? Mexicans running restaurants off of EBT cards. Some black folk, a lot of us just are lazy as fuck. And anything is an excuse for us to do some shit we know we ain't got no business doing. I look at Big U. Big U could have did a lot of shit. That dude was touching paper. But nothing in them said, man, let me just do something like legitimate. It was like, let me use what I got to take advantage of people. You want to be somebody with a record label? You want to be somebody who's big in the music industry? You're going to have to do what TDE did. Get a bag and go give a really good rapper a bunch of money to sign with you. A bunch of money. That's how you're going to break into the music business. Especially these days. Because everybody want to be independent. You go to the hood. You find some dude who's already got a buzz. You find Savi Third. You find Conrad from the Avs. One of these dudes. Draco. The Ruler. Rest in peace. You find somebody like that and say, dude, I'm going to give you $1 million to sign with me. And we're going to take another $1 million and we're going to give you that as an advance so you can make your album. And here goes the studio for you to come create and do this and do that. X4, exactly. They don't want to do that. These old niggas just want to take shortcuts because they're not that smart. So they're just like, let me get this dude. Let me try to manipulate him. But then when he realizes I'm manipulating him, I'm going to take his life. Do you think that dude, Ray Sean, was dissing Big U for no reason? I mean, I'm going to tell you, I hope Big U sees this. Big U, if everybody got a problem with you, my brother, then maybe you're the problem. The shit this guy was doing is just, it screams that this man never took a minute to look in the mirror and reflect. He suffered from the sickness of no accountability like too many other black men in our communities. I could tell the dude had no accountability for nothing when he made the video before he turned himself in. All he could do was blame everybody else. I didn't do nothing. Well, brother, don't make no video then. But don't make a video trying to call people out for setting you up or making this like that or making that like this, and now you got to deal with this. We still here, guys. And now you got to deal with this. Because if you are found guilty, that's only going to make you look worse. That's only going to make you look worse. The fact that your last words was trying to blame a bunch of other people for shit you did. When you give your last words, those are supposed to be like, you know what? I take full responsibility for everything I did. I failed my community. I failed my family. And I hope one day I'm given a chance to redeem myself. Bro, 58 years old and was in there, was on that video sounding like a 13-year-old kid who got caught stealing out of the liquor store. 100%. Go sign 03 Greedo. That's a good move. Get $5 million. I would say $5 million bucks, you could get a successful record label in LA. You just gonna have to find somebody who like to work. They're not uncontrollably addicted to drugs. And they're on board. Hey, bro, I'm going to advance you $1.5. That's just for your living expenses and shit. Now I'm going to advance you another $1 million. This is for you to make an album. You got to give me that back. You got to give them 1.5, then advance them another $1 million probably or more. But guess what? You know why they don't want to do that? Because Negroes are risk adverse. We don't want to take the risk. That's what Big U did. He didn't want to take a risk that comes with being a legitimate record label. So he takes the risk that ends up potentially putting him in jail for the rest of his life. Do you realize how stupid that is? Do you realize how dumb you gotta be? You don't want to take a risk that might cost you no money, so you take a risk that's going to cost you the rest of your life. And y'all fools is out here talking about, yeah, that nigga OG, man, you are dumb as hell. I keep telling y'all still listening to these OG niggas don't know shit if they sitting next to you. If he can't show you a paper trail of where his money came from and where he got it without worrying about getting indicted, don't listen to him. I was telling the homie today, bro, if the OG is 50 and you 40 and he still ain't figured it out yet, why the fuck you still listening to him? He's 40 and you're 50. Y'all damn near lived through all the same shit. What can he tell you about you? That's going to make you better at doing whatever it is you're doing than you are right now. You want some advice, go on YouTube. It's freaking 19-year-old girls who got better advice than these OGs up in these hoods on YouTube. I promise you. You want some advice? Go listen to Les Brown. Go listen to Zig Ziglar. Norman Vincent Peale. Go listen to Eric, what's his name? Damn. I forgot his name, but I know his first name's Eric. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the motivational speaker. Go listen to him. Eric Thomas. Shit, you can listen to the one dude. Look, I don't know nobody's name today. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah, go listen to Tony Robbins. How about him? Brandon Burchard, Chris Gardner. I'm just giving you some names that I've heard of and I've looked up right here. Go listen to these people. They'll give you all the advice you want. And not only that, they will tell, they have qualifiers. I love listening to David Ramsey about my money. Don't listen to Big U about your money. Listen to David Ramsey about your money. And he's going to tell you how to grow your wealth without going to prison. Nigga, I don't care if you back. Do I look like a female to you?
Yes.
My nephew come here, I'm back. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. These dudes been raised by their mamas and shit.
Do you want to play?
These dudes been raised by their mamas so they think somebody care about when they walk in the door. I don't give a shit.
Uh-oh.
You made it home alive. Be thankful. Big U didn't get you.
After hanging out with the baddie. Yeah,
You know you raised by your mama when you walk in, I'm home. Like, who gives a fuck?
wow.
But anyway, but yeah. So like, listen to those dudes. There's no more excuses for the shit that niggas are doing in 2025. None. You don't even got an excuse to sell drugs because you could do Instacart, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that. And you gonna make way more money faster than you gonna make standing on the corner with a sack. Don't nobody even stand on the corner no more with a sack. I'm keeping it a buck with you. With none of the risk. I'm just telling you the truth. There's no more excuse. He is real. He is real fruity. I ain't gonna lie to you. But there's no more excuse. There's no more excuse. But it's like, I look at, like, say my nephew, right? My nephew walked in and shit. My nephew don't live with me, but he got a key to my house. He come in whenever. That's fine. That's someone who cares about a young man who really wants what's in their best interest. And when you're a man who looks out for young men, like my nephew, my cousins, they always over here. It really pisses you off when you see the type of shit somebody like Big U was doing. Because Big U got far more money than me. Far more. And I just think to myself, damn, if I had that kind of money, what would I be able to do for them? To take 5 or 10 of them and say, at least I know these 5 or 10 are good. That's why he was jealous of Nipsey. Because Nipsey was doing more in his hood than he ever could have imagined, because he wasn't trying to really help people. He was trying to prey on people. And Nipsey was truly, genuinely trying to help that community. That's why Nipsey had to go. That's why Nipsey had to go. Because he was really doing what dudes like Big U was making money off of pretending to do with the charities and all that bullshit. I want y'all I know there was people who had their kids in Big U's football program. Tell me something. Did you have to pay for your kid to play over there? Or was he just letting your kid get up in that bitch for free? That's my question. I guarantee you had to pay. You got to pay to be in Snoop's league. How is that helping you? I'm going to help you by letting you give me $500-$600 a season. We got 500 kids out here. How much money did this dude just make? He's not helping you. He's profiting off of you under the guise of helping you. You had to pay. Hit him hard, 100%. Nigga, that ain't helping nobody. That's helping your pockets. Dude, 500 times 500, 250,000. You think it costs 250,000 to run a youth football league? With 90% of the shit y'all getting is actually donated? Because you know what that is. There's zero overhead on that. Because 90% of what y'all doing, the facilities y'all using, the equipment, all that is donated to you. Then you charge the kids to put the shit on their back and run out and run the football down the field. It's all money in. Hey, FBA, stop gangbanging. Young Lion, stop gangbanging. Calling people derogatory words, stop doing that. But what I'm telling you is, we, in our community, just like with our politicians, they got us trained to think that people who taking advantage of us are helping us. They got us trained to think people who are taking advantage of us are helping us. These people ain't helping you. Them people are helping themselves and making you think that it's benefiting you. And you can't show me how it's benefiting you. You can't give me a tangible way in which it's benefiting you, right? But you know it's benefiting you. Can't explain how, but it's benefiting you. It makes no sense, guys. And if I dare say it, I'm wrong. I'm the enemy. No. Even worse, you just hating. You're right. I hate it to see people get taken advantage of and think that that's somebody helping them. I do hate that. If that makes me a hater, I guess I'm a hater. Hold on, guys. Hold on, we're I'm restarting the stream on Instagram. Instagram only gives you an hour for some reason. I don't know why that is. But you have to go in here and put a new stream key in. And that's what I'm doing. But yeah. Was Big U helping the community or was he preying on it? I'll let you decide. Was he helping the community or was he preying on it? When people ending up dead and it ain't from natural causes, it's given that you was preying on the community. That's what it's given to me. But hey, people have their own ideas. Was Big U helping? I'll tell you what's helping your community. That dude 600. I'm telling you, that dude deserves some type of key to the city or something. Because for that guy to stand strong in the face of niggerdom, you know, when all the Negroes turn on you, they can't refute what you're saying, but they just know that they don't like what you're saying. So that makes you bad. That's the black community for your ass. I can't refute what you're saying, but I don't like what you're saying, so that means you're bad. That means you're a hater. Oh, they called me a coon? I didn't say 5,000 kids. No, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I said 500 times 500. $500 times 500 kids is 250,000. Am I wrong? My math could be wrong. Hold on, let me do it. I'm going to check it. I don't like me. No, 500 times 500 is 250,000. That's exactly what I said. I got the equation right here. Oh, shoot. I got the equation right here. Y'all ain't going to be able to see it, but that's 500 by 500. 250,000. But I'm telling you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. It doesn't matter. 600, tunnel vision. 600 went after somebody who was actually doing something. He went after somebody who was actually doing something because they victimized somebody in the community, and that person couldn't even get justice because there were so many people who for some reason felt like they owed this guy something. Why do we do that? Why do we all have this allegiance to the worst elements of our community? Help me understand that. It's always like that. Dude got 20 bodies in your hood. Sells drugs to little kids. Probably is a sexual predator. Bro, go to jail. Y'all talking about free the homie fast. What? And don't tell me you never saw it. Don't tell me you never saw that happen. I be looking at these dudes like, no, keep that nigga in jail. I saw some dude, free Big U, only if he's innocent. If he's innocent, free him. I'll retract every speculative statement I made about the dude. I'll get on here, I was wrong about him. How many hours do you need me to volunteer at the Big U Football League for your forgiveness? And I'll be up there doing it. Where I got to show up to get my DP. I'll be up there. I'm just telling you the hands is nice. But we all know the outcome here. We know. It's not that we don't know, we know. But we got to play stupid for 6 months. I live in Long Beach, which is right by LA. I know who he is, but I promise you, it's dudes from 8 Trey Gangster who don't know who Big U is. Cause that's how detached niggas are in LA. Bro, it's dudes from 60 Crip who don't even know other dudes from 60 Crip. So to say that, nah. It's dudes from the same hood who don't even know each other. I promise you. Like, hey, I've never seen this thing in my life. Hey, cuz, who is you? So it ain't just that, oh, if you lived in LA, you know who you know. No. I've heard, like, you know, some of the accolades is, oh, he did this, he did that, but not nothing. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I live in Long Beach. Long Beach has produced far more football talent than LA ever could dream of. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, when you look at Long Beach, how small our city is compared to LA, people in Long Beach don't even think about LA when it comes to, there's no LA team that could beat any team in Long Beach. I promise you to God. None. Crenshaw High School will never beat Long Beach Poly. And what's funny is all the talent from Long Beach is getting taken away because the private schools are taking Long Beach talent, and them LA City section schools still can't beat Long Beach schools. Dorsey High can't even touch the bottom of Poly High's cleats. They can't even beat Wilson. Centennial, come on, man. Y'all not from LA. Because if you from LA, you know no LA school could beat a Long Beach school. Well, that's what Nipsey was doing. That's why Nipsey Hussle was so important, because he was the evolution that was taking black people past the same tired ass formula. We gonna get them on the football field. They're gonna be a basketball. That's like 1980s, early 90s. That's old nigga thinking. See, if Big U was really wise, he would have saw what Nipsey was doing, and he would have been like, let me help him promote that and reap the residual benefits from that. Creating workspaces. You know, you could teach kids coding, cybersecurity, how to build programs. My nephew came here one day and was like, dude, I know how to go on my laptop and look through anybody's Ring camera. Like, you can get on your laptop and type in whatever, and that give you access to people Ring cameras by their address. And you can look through their Ring camera online. That's like, your kids is at school learning how to do that. They probably not come home telling you about it, but you can do that. I didn't even know that till my nephew told me. That's why I don't own a Ring camera to this day. Because they can just hack into your shit and look through your Ring camera. That's what we should be teaching in the hood. That's what we should be teaching in the hood. Because that's the future. Running around on a goddamn football field ain't the future. The rich kids are now having more access to the NFL and the NBA than the poor kids coming from there. They don't, bro, go to a basketball game in the hood. You don't see no scouts there no more. There used to be scouts. This ain't Sunset Park. Bro, this ain't above the rim. This ain't no damn He Got Game. Those days are over. No college recruiter is going to no high school basketball game. Ain't nobody at Dorsey High School versus Compton High School basketball game. Nobody. Except for the Crips and the Bloods. Now these kids play for clubs, AAU. They over at the MAP in Garden Grove. They over at AIM over here by where I live in Seal Beach. They ain't worried about no damn Hamilton High School versus Crenshaw High, nigga. Ain't nobody showing up to that shit. Big U was just like all these other old Negro, living in the past. And it clearly wasn't panning out because he had to start extorting people and threatening people. You taking football players and making them gang members or rappers. And what's crazy is Rayshawn, this kid actually played football with Big U's son, who is now in the NFL. So is it that the kid just didn't have the talent? Or is it that you maybe been getting your boy a little extra training? Understand that. Because I think bro was a quarterback at Crenshaw High School. Bro in the league is a damn linebacker. Right. How the world? Facts. Imagine your dad killing your friend. That's crazy. Imagine killing someone who you damn near watch grow up from a little kid because he said something that you didn't like. That's why I keep telling you. You got these dudes y'all calling OGs. Some of these dudes' ego more fragile than a teenage girl. This is somebody who you watch grow up. Probably pulled up in the car. Him and your son hopped in the whip. I mean, you adopted the kid, alleged, what they said. So bro was with your son at the house and shit. You watched this kid from a youngster and you was willing to kill this dude? Bro, I'm telling you, that's heinous. That's called malice. That's crazy to me. My son played with Big U's son in the All-Star High School game. Big U's son was a quarterback then. That's what I'm saying. He ain't a quarterback no more. He went to University of Nevada, then I think he transferred to Washington. And then he got drafted 3rd round by the damn Chargers. We need a reset. Shout out to my boy. We need a reset. It was sad as fuck watching Big U sounding weak as hell driving to turn himself in. He had influence. Should have done something more positive. Yeah, what's bad about when he was driving to turn himself in, he accepted no responsibility. And I'm not saying he should have told on himself. I'm not saying that. But bro, just say nothing. What I don't need you doing is jumping on blaming everybody else. Because when you start blaming people, that makes me feel like you're guilty. Because why does an innocent man have to blame anybody? Nothing happened. So there ain't nobody to blame. Harry O. Right. Them the real ones right there. 10-speed on Chicago's west side, you can believe everybody know each other. Everybody. Yeah, not in LA, bro. Chicago is bigger than LA. It's bigger, but in some ways it's smaller. Because when you go to Chicago, I've been to Chicago a couple times. Black people got their own areas. You got Pole Town or Jewtown. You got everybody's kind of segregated. In LA, you got niggas with hoods in the most nicest areas. You know what I'm saying? You got hoods in Hollywood. So Negroes are more spread out. And then you got a lot of dudes from one hood, but then their mama might move to another hood somewhere across the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's bro from the hood, but he not in the hood every day. Right? And so if you just got put on, you've been in the hood 2 years, then you went to the pen for 5 years, and then you got out, all the little homies who didn't got put on in the past 5 years don't know you. The other dude who got put on before you went to jail, but you been in jail and bro been out, he don't know you. That's the way it works. It's the game. It's the jail shit that breaks shit up. And in LA, it's like you don't really got like central figures who kind of bring everybody together. You got like one nigga that's OG, he over here. Another nigga that's OG over here. He got his little youngsters and shit that fuck with him over here. And then he got his little youngsters and shit that fuck with him over here. They not necessarily coming together like, they might see each other on like Hood Day, something like that. Do I know any hunters? Any bounty hunters? Bounty hunters. No, can't say that I do. I know some Grape Streets. I know some Swans. I know a lot of dudes from a lot of hoods, actually. But I don't know anybody. I know I got my ass jumped at 109th Street Recreation Center when I was younger, when I was like 14. Them niggas tried to jump me and my uncle and our homeboy. He was Mexican. Don't ever play basketball at 109th Street Recreation Center. Just don't do it. I don't know I don't know why my uncle took us up there. Like, them niggas is not calling fouls, and if you call a foul, they gonna jump you. Straight up. Yeah, jail is a big part of gang culture everywhere. California is Mexico. But yeah, man, I'm just saying. People comparing Big U to Suge Knight, just stop. Just stop. He's no Suge Knight. Suge Knight may have had his degenerate part, but bro was way more refined than Big U. Way more refined. Way smarter. Did I get put off? No. Who's gonna put me off? That's crazy. If you join the gang, you basically join the gang for life. But, you know, like the gang that I'm from, I would say my homies is about getting money. Not being on the corner, holding it down in the set, trying to beat people up like stupid shit. Like, my homeboys is like working for the city now, you know, making $150,000 a year. Rest in peace to my homie T-Deuce. He just passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, you got dudes from like 20s, dudes from 20s trying to get some bread. They not out here trying to be gangbanging on the street. I mean, we do have some homies who do that, but even them, they own some money. Like, you might have a homie, he be in the hood every day, but bro working at the Amazon warehouse overnight. I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah, Big U, bro wasn't given intelligent. Bro just seemed like a brute. Like, if you don't do this, I'm going to beat you up type shit. And I keep telling people the same thing. You didn't see bro extorting no Mexicans. Bro wasn't extorting no Asians or no white people. That little area was just like his little, you know what I'm saying? And if you on Crenshaw, it's people with businesses of all races. Donut shops owned by the Asians. I wonder if the dudes at Woody's Barbecue was paying bro. I know he was getting some of that Woody's Barbecue money. Big U makes Suge Knight look like Pope Francis? Hell no. He makes him look like Albert Einstein. That's what I'm saying. Suge went to college. Suge understood what a recording contract was. And Suge was SUGE was extorting niggas that SUGE was not just extorting black people. SUGE was extorting Jewish people. SUGE was extorting white folks and black folks. Because when SUGE got Jerry Heller and Eazy-E to let Dr. Dre and DOC and them leave their record label, that was like a miracle. That was like an act of God. Didn't know Big U at all. Didn't know him at all. And guys, I know there's people in here. I know there's people in here who are like, you don't know Big U, and all this shit. Shut the fuck up, okay? I know a damn thug damn, they act like this guy's some type of unicorn. There's a lot of big guys who try to bully people and get people to give them money and shit like that. There's a lot of killers in the hood. And you don't got to have big muscles or be 6'5" to do it. And I'm going to talk about them the same damn way. Your ass is 58 years old getting indicted for preying on your own community. You should be ashamed of your damn self. Bro hung Vanilla Ice for his masters. Facts. Hey, SUGE Knight didn't discriminate. We got to wait to see if Big U extorted anybody that wasn't black. We got to wait and see. I'm sorry. But like, nah. If the only people who catching heat from you is your own people, I don't respect it. 10 speed, Brandon, you're on fire. You're speaking complete truth. These so-called OGs are so sensitive. More than a 60-year-old teenage female. And they know absolutely nothing. And they surprise you. Look, and they're surprised you look up to them. Man, for real. For real. The Samoan boy whooped Big Useless back in the day, and there was no get back clown. Oh, they whooped him up? Who? I don't know, man. I see a lot of dudes from LA, like, dudes be scared of them, but then when I see them throw their hands, I'm like, yikes. Scared of what? Boy Banks, Big U is going to die in jail, and it's a shame because he has a son that was drafted in the NFL. He plays for the LA Chargers. Yeah, facts. SUGE preyed on the weak and the fragile. I don't see Jewish people as being weak and fragile. I don't see Vanilla Ice as being weak and fragile. I see that dude just really had people scared of him. But even SUGE Knight couldn't punk the dudes from Long Beach. Man, how? He gonna get the best lawyers, bro. They about to freeze this boy accounts. Stop. The best lawyer. Man, that's not how that works. This dude is going up against the feds. This dude's going up against the feds. Ain't no best lawyers. The feds already got a big ass case against you that's probably airtight. Like, what lawyer is about to get you to beat DNA evidence under somebody's fingernails? Hidden Colors 6. Tariq making another Hidden Colors. That's the real boss in LA, Tariq Nasheed. He's the real boss. Make Big U look like Big Lil U. SUGE got knocked out on Sunset. Yeah, I did hear about that. Hey, man, just because you big don't mean you can't get your ass whooped. That's for sure. Sticks and Stones said he wouldn't have been talking if he had a good lawyer on his way to turn himself in. Man, look, man, dudes like that they be in touch money and be broke. I'm telling you that right now. Dudes like that be in touch money and be broke. That's why they always looking for the next come up. Like, a lot of y'all don't understand how gang members manage and budget money. They basically spend everything they have, and then they look for a new lick. That's how gang members budget money. If you give a gang member $500,000, bro gonna spend that shit till he got nothing left. Then he gonna say, let me find another lick. Why you think these dudes always go down for robbery? They didn't hit 20 licks and got away. But they gotta keep hitting licks to keep up the lifestyle that they've now become accustomed to. Bro gonna hit a lick. Bro gonna go up in an Asian house in Alhambra. Bro gonna get, let's say, 50,000. It's 3 dudes who do the job. Them dudes gonna split up like 16,000, 17,000 a piece. I promise you, by 3 weeks, they gonna be needing to hit another lick. That's the way gang members budget money. Trust me. That dude wasn't saving shit. That dude was blowing shit. Because he felt like, he's like, there's more where that came from. All these things were licks. How much money am I getting out of the football program? Okay, that's a cool little $250 a year. Cool. Now how much money am I getting off of the extortion business? All right, we getting like $500,000 off of that. That's what they doing. They checking traps. They set up a bunch of little little hood, like a bunch of little like money sources, right? And then they just go check them as they need money. That's all they do. What's going on with this? Oh, we got the $250,000 from the youth football league. All right, that's gonna go to pay this, and this, and this, and this. Then we gonna go get the money from the extortion racket. That's gonna pay this, and this. Now I gotta send Loose Cannon to go hit a lick because I heard about some niggas that got a bag. He gonna go do that. We gotta pay bro a little son, and then that's go. They always flying by the seat of their pants, bro. They're not like bosses in the sense where they like, we got a portfolio that's now paying us, right? We gotta pay, and then you gotta keep the young bulls. You gotta keep them fed, cause them your hitters, them your crash outs. They can't be sitting up eating top ramen and you expecting to call them up and they gonna go crash out for you. Let me read this. Hey guys, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We had a slow start, so some people might have came in and left. Also, contribute to the stream. You can hit us with the super chat. There's Cash App. There's PayPal. I don't even think I put that at the top of the thing. But bless the channel. We here for you. I'm pretty much here every day, and we talk about a lot of stuff. I mostly talk about political stuff, but I do dabble in the Negroisms. There's nothing wrong with that. I am black, so that is a part of my culture. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we just want to make sure we're supporting the content and the people who are brave enough to speak on situations. I mean, there's a lot of people right now scared to speak on this stuff. I'm not, because who cares? But it's a lot going on, man. I really been, I might actually look into this situation with this beef between Exfo and Faux Extras. What's up with that, bro? I really wish somebody would step in that situation and like dead that if possible. Bro, little homie and they beef, and I hate stuff like that unless this is just for views and clicks. But it'd be sad to see something happen to one of them dudes at the hand of their own homie. Big U had the nerve to say if he was out of jail at the time death row started, that it wouldn't have been a death row. But he let Whack 100 disrespect them all day long. Well, with that situation, well, first of all, we know that's a lie. Second of all, Whack 100, I mean, when you're doing big shit, when you got extortion schemes and shit going, you don't respond to nothing little, nothing small time, because you got real crimes that you doing. So you ain't trying to do nothing that might bring attention to that. So you'll let a nigga talk all day, you know? But this dude whack. I mean, I'm sure he's connected in some way. But even with whack, like, I could understand that whack is whoever he is. I don't know about it. I'm just a little dude from Long Beach. But you could be connected all you want, but niggas still gonna speak out on your fuck shit. Just because you're connected doesn't mean you're exempt from criticism. Like, that's, and if you're so weak that if someone criticizes you, you want to go harm them, you just show everybody that you're everything that we said you are. That's all that is. Big U is going to jail right now because Big U's ego was out of control. He basically got away with the Nipsey shit. You like, allegedly, if he did it, bro, you dusted off that nigga and then went down over somebody don't nobody even know. What are you thinking? Guys, y'all know I still haven't had a marathon burger yet. I still haven't had a marathon burger. That line at Marathon Burger is still, bro, me and my daughter went to Marathon Burger at 11 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. That bitch was packed out. I'm talking about them niggas was stuffed in there like roaches. I said, this is unreal. The line was out of the door in the courtyard. Why? I think out there on Melrose, I think up there in Beverly Hills, I think they told them that they can't have a line stretching down the building no more. So now it's a bunch of people stuffed inside and a bunch of people in a zigzag line in a little courtyard area. I'm like, bruh, this guy had a major impact on LA. Nipsey had a major impact on LA. Wait. Long Beach dudes ain't like that. He definitely letting it rock. I don't get it. I'm lost. But yeah. So the whole thing is like in color 6. That's still making me laugh. But anyway, so yeah, it's always somebody going out for some. You never go out for the major shit you do. You always go out for the little shit that could have been avoided. That's how I feel. Simma Publicity, shout out to you for the $10 holler. Appreciate that. My girl, Simma Publicity. Okay, Azael. So if someone criticizes Long Beach, you gonna want to harm them or you letting it rock? Nigga, I don't give a damn if you talk about Long Beach all day. The hell? I'm gonna go fight for Long Beach so the white people could be defended who live here? Like, Long Beach, this is what I tell people, these little neighborhoods and shit don't need defending. Long Beach is a nice city. Why does it need to be defended? You come to Long Beach, you're probably going to want to live here. Now, go to Watts. Nobody wants to live there. That shit looks terrible. And no offense to anybody from Watts, but you know that shit looks fucked up. I was just at the Imperial Courts the other day. Like yesterday or 2 days ago. Don't nobody live over there, man. That shit looks like a goddamn bomb hit it. You go over there to Hawkins waiting outside all damn night for a hamburger. It's crazy. I heard J-Rock just got arrested for having a gun on him. Have you met Snoop Dogg? It's from Long Beach. You know what? Snoop Dogg is from Long Beach. I've never met him. And my dad knows him, like, personally. Never met him. My grandma actually used to babysit Snoop Dogg when he was little. She died, though. But she used to babysit him. They've been calling that dude Snoopy since he was little. She used to actually babysit him. And, well, she used to drive the church bus that all the kids used to take to the church. Crazy. Man, Hawkins food is okay, but the wait time for that shit is just no. I'd rather go to I rather go to Stormburger and get my burger within the hour. Hawkins, you gonna be out that bitch about 3 hours waiting for a regular cheeseburger. I'm like, damn, did y'all go slaughter the cow to make this motherfucker in the back? That's how long they take. Ain't y'all from the same set? I never met Snoop Dogg, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta call it in. I'm not about to go up there. Like, if I call it in, listen, if I call it in to Hawkins, right? If I'm far enough to where I have time to call it in, get there, and then my food will be ready, I'm gonna just eat somewhere else. I'm gonna just eat somewhere else. I'm gonna be real with you. The food is good, but it ain't all that, bro. Like, the burgers is straight, but they not all that. I like the amount of meat and shit they give you on the burgers, pause, but it ain't all that. What I'll tell you is good. They got the Watts Burgers, not they burgers, but Watts Burger got these tacos. They got like 2 tacos for like $5.99. Those tacos are so fire. If you're from Watts and you ever been to Watts Burger and you've had those tacos, you know what I'm saying. Those tacos from Watts Burger are fire. You might get Jack waiting on that burger, but if you're smart, you wait in your car and sit in the parking lot across the street and wait for your shit. If you dumb standing out there in the middle of the street like those people be doing, you asking to get robbed. Go get those tacos, man. You're not gonna be disappointed. If you never been to Watts Burgers, right across the street from Ted Watkins Park, bro, I be stomping through Watts a lot now. Like, I used to be stomping through Watts a lot. Like, all over, like, but I mostly used to be on like 89th in Central, 90th in Central, where the Swan niggas be at. Yeah, that's where I used to be at all the time. But Hambone and Bellflower, fire. Yeah, that's a bro. Have you ever had they got the bowls, but you could put like greens in the bowl or like mac and cheese. Bro, this was like 5 years ago. I had this bowl with like mac and cheese. I don't know if that was brisket or, man, whoa, that shit was, whoa, that shit put you in a coma, boy. That shit was so good. I ain't coming to no damn Nickerson Gardens. I've been in the Nickerson Gardens before. But why would I go there now? That's crazy. Yeah. Go to Hambones. They got these bowls, like barbecue bowls. You could choose what you want. I've been in the Nickersons. I had a friend named Nye. He was from Grape Street. He lived in the Nickersons. I think Grape Street is in the Nickersons, right? Bro lived in the Nickersons, if I remember that. That was in high school. We used to go to that nigga house all the time. I've been there. I never said that. He's dead though. Rest in peace. He died. The homie Nye went to school with me when I went to Cabrillo in Long Beach. It was a couple niggas from Grape. The homie Mike was from Grape. I don't know why. For a little while in 2003, it was a gang of niggas from Grape Street who went to Cabrillo in Long Beach. I think they got kicked out of the school district up there. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. But okay. Nickerson Gardens is bounty hunters. I don't know the gang. I don't know the gangs and where they are at. But I know that guy lives somewhere in some project type buildings in LA. I thought that was the Nickersons. I was wrong. I'm a Long Beach dude. I don't know about fucking Watts, man. But I know where I be in Watts. That's all I know. I know where Hawkins is. I know where 89th is. I know where Imperial Quartz is, right off the freeway. I've been in there. I know for a fact that's Imperial Quartz. I I know that I've been to Hacienda Village. That used to be Hacienda Village. Jordan Downs. Maybe that's where he lived, Jordan Downs. I don't know. But Jordan Downs is the ones that was in Minister Society. If that's the one that was in Minister Society, I think that's the one where he lived. But there used to be Hacienda Village, but I don't think it's called Hacienda Village no more. Man, shut your ass up. I'm coming to watch right now. Just to look for you. But anyway, yeah, I remember that Hacienda. Yeah, because when I was in high school, for some reason, it was a bunch of people from Watts that went to my school. It was some little ugly hood rat bitches from Haciendas. They be like, oh, we from Haciendas. It's fucking the most annoying chicks ever in life. It was like 4 of them. Then it was the homie Nye, the homie Mike. They was from Grape Street. I remember that because they got into it with the Longos on the west side, and some niggas from Grape pulled up. A gang of niggas from Grape pulled up. I remember because there was a nigga from Grape. He was buff as shit. Nigga had a whole grapes tattooed on his back. I said, God damn, they for real. But Big U didn't want Nip to get that grant money for youth organizations. Man, Big U was touching paper, man, from these celebrities and shit. I don't think people in LA really understood how big bro was doing it. Cause I know I didn't. I didn't know bro was taking in all that money from donations and shit. And I'm just saying, was the donations worth? Was the donations all the money bro was taking in? You didn't see any of that like manifesting anything in the community. I mean, you can go to Crenshaw Slauson all day. Ain't shit changed over there in years, except for I think they built some apartment building. It's just the same. I don't know shit about no Summer Jam in 2002. It was some other shit where the Grape Streets did some shit. They like Grape Streets in the early 2000s. Grape Streets was turning out everything though. They was fucking niggas up at more than just that concert. If my memory serves me correctly, them niggas was on like a little tear in the early 2000s. They was fucking shit up. All them dudes went to jail now. They probably still in jail now. Yeah, it was a lot of them. Niggas throwing chairs. I think the Summer Jam was where they said them niggas was like beating niggas with chairs and shit. But I don't know if there's chairs at Summer Jam. But I do remember when I was younger, it was some shit where they was like, the Grape Streets was at a concert and they was like beating niggas with chairs and fucking niggas up. But Grape Streets ain't never really had an issue with niggas from Long Beach. I've never known no Long Beach and Grape Street beef. Hey, you remember, was that dude named Jonathan? It was a nigga named Jonathan. I want to say Jonathan. You remember that dude Jonathan from, he was from 60s. The buff ass nigga went to Cabrillo. The nigga was a boxer. There was this nigga I knew named Jonathan. He was from 60s. Buff ass, light skinned nigga. That bro, I don't know why, hey, Sticks and Stones. I do not know why we had so many niggas from LA at our high school. We had a gang of niggas from LA at our high school. I don't know why. We had niggas from 60s, niggas from Great, them little chicks from Haciendas. We just had a bunch of people from different hoods. We had niggas from Acacia Block in Compton. Now that I think about it though, like damn, we had a gang of niggas from other hoods at our school, but niggas was cool. Like, because in Long Beach, it was like, we was going at it so hard with the Mexicans. Them niggas get to our school, they like, oh, nigga, it's about these Mexican shit. We ain't even got time to be on nobody else. Niggas from Bounty Hunters, I didn't know the dudes from Bounty Hunters. But I don't know. But the whole thing is, there was a time when Bounty Hunters were deep too, though. like 99, early 2000, them niggas was deep too. Real, man. It was just a gang of them niggas from Watts. What happened? I don't see nobody really no more. Niggas moved out. Niggas like, the thing about the hoods and Watts is like, them apartments are like low income housing, so there ain't never no reason to move. You got families that been in there for generations. Hoovers, nah. The only interaction I've ever had with people from Hoover is when I lived in another city. I lived in San Bernardino, and my mom was dating this nigga from Hoover. And this nigga, man, I don't know who he was, but all I know is niggas would drive from LA every weekend. Them niggas would drive from LA, like 30, 40 of them niggas, to hang out at this nigga house and barbecue and shit. And they used to wear, that's back when them niggas used to wear the orange jacket with the blue writing, and that shit said Groove on the back. And them niggas was like, man, I'll tell you one thing about those dudes from Hoover that I interacted with. Those motherfuckers was some troublemakers. They didn't give a fuck. Them niggas they was beating niggas up, robbing niggas. I'm like, y'all robbing niggas, we live here. Nigga, we live here. Y'all robbing niggas. Like, cause we lived in an apartment, but bro lived in an apartment like down the way. Them niggas be robbing niggas and shit all up and down the street. I'm like, bro, y'all robbing niggas, and these niggas know we know y'all. But nothing ever happened, thank goodness. But them dudes get out in the IE, and they was acting a damn fool. Low value man. Dusty and Broke. My boy is in the building. Stop. Not the Hoover dudes. Not Mom Dukes. She didn't know no better. She was a saint. Man, yeah, that dude was not my stepdad. That nigga was my mom's boyfriend. That nigga was big too. That nigga was big. That nigga was like 6'5". But that nigga was like 340. That nigga was, well, he was more than 340. Bro, I'd be like 380. Bro was huge. That nigga's name was Boo Corleone. I said, God damn. I said, Mom, you gotta date the most gangstest nigga from the hood? The most biggest gangstest nigga from the set? Damn. Why you couldn't get a little off-brand nigga who, he from the hood, but just by, you know what I'm saying? He was born into the hood. Nigga mama was from the hood or something. My mom got a nigga that was a reputable. I said, God damn. This nigga whoop your ass, you on your own. I ain't about to fight all this army of niggas. And them niggas was like, man, them dudes was crazy. For real. When I used to be around them dudes, I always thought something bad was gonna happen. Not to me, but to other people. And then like, crazy shit was like, them niggas would see a nigga and be like, nigga, what the fuck you looking at? Like, what, nigga? He's not even looking. And if you are from Cali and you go to like San Bernardino or like the Inland Empire, that's where a lot of dudes from LA move. Like when they girl gets Section 8 or like they can't afford the rent, they move out that way because it's cheaper. So you get a lot of dudes from a lot of different hoods in one area. I didn't even know there was a gang in LA called Hillbilly Bloods until I moved out there. Them niggas had their hats, hillbilly, it had all the shit. I'm like, what the fuck is hillbilly? Excuse me. What the hell is Hillbilly Bloods? Them niggas was like, they were mad because I didn't know what that was. Oh, nigga, you ain't never heard of the set? I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I'm from Long Beach. It ain't no Bloods in Long Beach like that. So then I hear the Hillbilly Bloods. I'm like, what is this? Them niggas was out there deep, though. It was a gang of them niggas out there. Hell. Did he do me like Big Melvin? Nah. The nigga was all right. He wasn't tripping. He did. The nigga used to just always tell my mom, you be spoiling this little nigga too much. You be spoiling this little nigga too much. I used to be looking at that nigga like, how am I spoiled, nigga? Like, if I was spoiled, you wouldn't be here. But nah, he didn't bother me. I mean, I was doing my own shit. I was wrestling and, you know, getting straight A's in school and shit. That nigga was like, that nigga had got out the pen. My mom was getting some of that jailhouse loving. Hillbilly Bloods and Compton Cowboys. What is that? Bye. That's what he said. Hey, nigga, you ain't never heard of the set on God. Hell no, I didn't choke nobody out one time. Hell no. Hey, you know what's crazy? I wouldn't even say the dude was dogging my Lunchables. What I would say is the nigga would like, you know, he'd be barbecuing him and his homies cooking and shit. The nigga would make a gang of food, and then my mom would be like, hey, y'all need to go in there and clean them dishes. That's one of the major points of contention me and my mother had. I ain't no bitch and I ain't no maid. This nigga made this shit, I'm not cleaning it. Me and my mom will argue over that. I'm like, I told my mom one time, that's your nigga. That's the nigga you fucking. I ain't fucking a nigga. He ain't fucking me. You go clean that shit up. Now, some people might think that's disrespectful, but it's a lot of single mothers who be trying to hold their sons. Like, the fuck? Like, nigga, do I look like a maid to you? My mom used to be so mad at me about that. But just as a man, bro, I was like 14, but as a man, I wasn't washing no nigga dishes. What you gonna make me do next? Wash the nigga drawers and shit? Like, yeah, me and my mom used to get into it about that shit. Nah, hell no. Hell fucking nah. She started tripping. She ain't make me do shit because I didn't do it. Nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck? Nigga, do I look like a bitch to you? I was young, but I knew, like, you know, inside, deep down inside, like, you know when you know some shit that just ain't right? That's how I felt about that. Like, fuck no. I ain't washing no nigga dishes. Yeah, I used to get, that was one of those ones where you getting calls from the whole family. Like, oh, we heard you was disrespecting your mom. I'll be like, man, I ain't disrespecting shit. I understand respecting moms, but you got to respect yourself first before you can respect anybody, and I wasn't going for that shit. Damn, wish I was old enough to get a slice. Shut up, FBA Young Lad. This nigga, bro. This nigga gave... Wait a minute. Wait, this nigga gave me a car toy one time. I smacked the shit out the nigga hand. I hadn't met my pops yet, but I knew I had one. Armando, shut the hell up. This dude said I hadn't met my pops, but I knew I had one, man. My dad is a Long Beach reputable. Ain't no way I'm about to be washing the nigga dishes, period. The Tucker name will not be tarnished in that way. Nigga, like, what? You start washing the nigga dishes, you might as well wash the nigga drawers. TSM Sports, I believe Big U is more smart than Whack 100. You're crazy. And talk less and put his own son in the NFL. Is still innocent until proven guilty. We need to respect that also. The feds like to put a group, but we not sure. Hey, I said it at the beginning of this stream. If you watched it, I said, bro, is in my eyes, bro, is innocent until proven guilty. This is all speculation. And if it turns out that if he didn't do none of this and he gets off, I will volunteer 200 hours of community service to that man football league. Like, even if the nigga just like, all you gonna do is walk around and cut grass with a pair of scissors, nigga, I'll do it. That's how sure I am that this nigga's guilty. But if he's not, I volunteer myself for that type of labor to make amends for my defamation. But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be cutting no blades of grass, bro. I'm pretty damn sure. Nah, no jumper ain't no feds. I've been up there. That shit ain't no feds. What feds is in the back pounding bitches in the back while you up there talking, while you up there doing a podcast? Come on, man. You niggas gotta open y'all mind up. Like, nigga, them niggas ain't no feds. Adam 22 ain't up there making nobody tell a business in that motherfucker. Them niggas is up there trying to get views. And they know motherfuckers is thirsty for gang shit. Niggas is at no jumper chasing clout, trying to prove who's the hardest nigga that ain't gonna catch no fade, basically. Cause ain't one fade been caught in that motherfucker. They willingly confessing, talking about what they did, like, and me and the homie was talking about this shit earlier. It's the same dynamic that exists in rap. Same dynamic that exists when niggas start doing these documentaries and shit. You put a microphone in front of a nigga and niggas start squealing without even realizing it. How many rappers went to jail for shit they said in their songs? That's the same shit as No Jumper. The Jewish nigga just gives you the rope to hang yourself with. He not putting it around your neck. And that's the same shit that's happening at No Jumper. You put a nigga that's seeking attention, because 99% of gang members only join a gang because they seeking attention. Whether that's from their big homies or from females or what. Some niggas will join a gang just because they want little kids to look up to them. I know niggas who join gangs just to get bitches. It's all attention seeking. Right? Nigga, I want to be from Whoop-de-Whoop Crip. Because that's like, you get respect in the hood for being from wherever. So when you got a bunch of dudes who already want attention, and then you tell them, talk on this microphone, pause, and they know the more crazy shit they say on that microphone, the more attention they're gonna get. That's a recipe for disaster for niggas. That's like asking flies not to be attracted to shit. Niggas love attention. They get in there and it's like that shit where you remember that show, The Real World? And they would have like the closet confessional. Niggas go in the closet and tell. Niggas get in that motherfucking closet and start telling all types of shit they shouldn't be telling. It's just the way it is. That's the way it is. That's like a motherfucker go on Oprah and tell a business. Now, you hid this shit from your family for 20 years, but somehow being on Oprah made you confess this shit to a room full of people. As the Bible says, foolishness is tied up in the heart of a nigga. They don't know no better. They can't help themselves. They get up there and start, nigga, 4 extras in there confessing to county jail beatdowns and shit. Like, nigga, really? Come on, bro. More indictments will come. Trust me. Because as long as the niggas wants attention, the feds will be there waiting. I'm not blaming that on Adam. I'm not even blaming that on Whack 100. Whack in there asking questions because he know niggas love telling their business. Hey, but I'll tell you one thing, wasn't no nigga from Long Beach up there politicking. We don't do that. For real. Niggas who ain't even from your hood will call your ass out. I feel like Long Beach dudes got in that motherfucker and held it down. Like, we just kept it real. And they was mad at us for it. I mean, apparently Brick Baby hates me for some reason. I'm like, what? What have I ever done to you, Brick Baby? What have I ever done to you, buddy? But yeah, apparently he doesn't like me. And apparently I don't give a fuck. But that was a shocker for me. I was like, what? But it is what it is. Did bro get out? I heard bro made bail. Y'all know more about the situation than I do. I heard bro made bail though. I could be wrong. Then again, I could be right. I know I have this video. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys saw this one, but I'm gonna play y'all the video. I think this is the video where Brick Baby was like, he doesn't like me. And not because I did anything to him, just because I'm smarter than he is. That's crazy. When niggas hate on you for being smart, that's wild. You ain't even gotta be, bro, niggas will sit in there 2 feet away from a nigga that's from an enemy hood, but hate on the nigga from Long Beach just for being intelligent. Shit is deep.
What's going on, bro? Nigga who was a non-affiliate and he be like, nigga, that ain't my name.
Wait, but
why
he
was never no bitch? He was never no bitch.
Like, why are we even like, bro? We are a hip hop page, yo.
X4 is a rapper,
but like Brazy not though, right?
What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah, everybody who get posted on No Jumper is a rapper.
No, but they're talking about like gangs and DPs and shit. Like, why
you
even
talk
like
about that shit on your page all the time?
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck up.
Where have
bro.
hell
Yeah,
nah.
you talking about?
He talk, man, pull up the picture.
Or
Show
video.
the what are we talking about? Oh my god!
No.
He up here trolling.
Hey,
He up
Jim
here
Jones,
trolling.
Big Meech.
He up here trolling.
Find me a gang video. LA
you
gang
did
video.
$1 million on me, and fuck, you did a gang of them.
This is about to start an LA
Come
gang
on.
war.
We don't have to do all
Man,
that.
come on, see, bro.
This is bad.
You
This is
didn't
about to
do
start an
anything.
LA gang
You
war.
went the most popular.
Yeah.
I'm going
Them the
to play
most
this
popular
video.
ones.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your
That's
gang
like-
video.
There's like 10 videos.
This
is bad.
And then, hey,
This
bro,
is gonna start an LA gang war.
I feel you, but what was TF Third on the news for? Cuz do not have no type of press. Don't start just bringing in people cuz random niggas, cuz then, all right, I'm about to just start having my put
You
up
don't fuck
too.
with TF
I gotta
Third?
list people.
But-
No,
Yeah, why
no,
is TF
I
Third?
fuck with TF Third.
He's actually a rapper.
Why
He's
the
actually a
fuck is he
respected
on the
rapper.
news? No, because they said it ain't no random. He's not no f***ing personnel on the YouTube and all that. That's one of your Clubhouse homeboys.
With Paul,
And
he's
then-
a rapper
and
and a podcaster. Like,
You
what?
beef with TF Third?
I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying, but that's a
I
bad
don't think
example.
the nigga, cause you picking different. You a Long Beach nigga now? You just bringing different Long Beach niggas up here.
Nah,
left and
he's
right.
He's bringing
left
every-
and right.
No,
That's
he
not
don't.
the first one. That's the second
no,
one.
he don't like it because there's
Hey,
hella
he's-
fools from Insane.
No.
That's like the
He's a
third
popular
fool.
rapper and a
He's
podcaster.
not a popular rapper.
Who?
He's a
Okay,
rapper.
well, damn, that's
Listen
crazy.
to what I'm
He
trying to
talking
tell
about
you.
viral Messiah.
We cool. I know the
and-
nigga
Yeah.
on hood, but nigga on 6-0 when all that shit was going on, Cuz had some little sneak shit. I just wasn't finna argue with Cuz on the shit, bro.
But
On
you
6-0.
had a good conversation.
Yeah, he's straight. I've been knowing Cuz through kid and
Yeah.
family for a minute, Cuz. But on 6-0, Cuz talk about come to Long Beach and do a vlog like he, nigga, on hood. I wish I was right here when he said that. I wasn't gonna argue with that shit.
Oh wait, is that
I
a
would
diss?
have asked Cuz
I
what
know
the
though.
fuck do that supposed to mean? Cuz on wood, I would have grabbed the nigga up on the
Yeah.
dead umbies because you was fake trying to be funny. Dead umbies. 6-0. Stop bringing random ass straggler niggas up here, bro.
Nah, like listen.
All right.
That's
No,
funny because
I said what I said.
we just
No,
had a discussion
what-
about that.
Right here, because like the goal is to find like two extra hosts, right? So like when we bring like the podcasters here, right? It's us trying to find just like two people.
So let's do
Out of-
somebody who's
out
doing
of-
good on their own platform. Let's bring people that you just did a favor, and I understand it, Kevin. That's you know what I mean. Since we talk
Yo,
about just random,
wait though, like he's popular though, like in LA.
bro, pull up his numbers.
Where on what?
Oh,
What?
his you said he's a podcaster.
I fuck with
Where's it
Tay.
at?
I
I fuck with
Yeah.
Tay. You not
But
y'all
wait,
missing
bro.
the whole shit.
Yeah,
Bro,
Y'all
he's a
missing
popular
what I'm
rapper
saying.
in the city.
All right.
He's well known.
I got a list of people I'm finna bring
Yeah,
up too. All right,
yeah,
you dog
yeah.
and them gonna be up here next week.
Yeah, bro.
Don't trip.
Yeah, no, bro.
I'm making it uncomfortable for niggas.
Right. No, like we're trying to find like the best.
I
Like,
know.
two, you feel me? Right. You know. So,
I got the hottest young niggas in the city right now.
Yeah, of course.
I
So
got
bring
you.
them through, feel me? Right. Like here, for example, right. Like I've been trying to get like Brian baby. Feel me? Right. But you know.
He'll be here too.
fuck about it.
I just told him he got one coming. We got Poncho the pop star.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, bro.
you know what I mean? We
That's
just
a nigga
go.
from
We
Vodies?
just go. Nah, Poncho from the hood. He
Okay,
just
okay,
did 17
okay.
years.
Wait. How old is he? Like
He did it when he was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Damn, it's crazy, man. Yeah, bro, we're not picking like your odds, bro. Because, bro,
I'm fucking with you, but I'm not fucking with you. But I'm saying like
I didn't know that you
I know
and him
you
was
in
ops.
with Long Beach. We not odds.
Yeah.
He just tried to play like he was siding with DW in that
though.
situation.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
because I definitely be feeling like that with
Yeah.
niggas. Like, you feel me? I pay attention
To
like,
everything.
look, I tell third, but just
Yeah.
take out the person and just switch it with any other situation.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a nigga that I be watching everything. When niggas post about me and niggas say something about me, I'm going through the likes, I'm going through the comments where niggas is liking comments because I'm waiting
I
to
want to
see.
see where everybody.
I'm waiting to see a nigga
Yeah.
that act like he fuck with me or halfway fuck with me, but
But anyway, so you guys basically see they were mad that niggas from Long Beach was at No Jumper. This is what I try to tell y'all. These niggas got an issue with DW, whatever. The niggas be mad because they be getting punked by these niggas, bro. Like, DW was right there in front of this nigga. These niggas done met up with each other at events. All that niggas don't do nothing. Get these niggas in the circle at this table. These niggas are straight gangsters. But you gangsters fuck. But when them niggas are in your presence, you're not gangster. Like, what? I'm not acting like I'm the toughest nigga ever. But the whole thing is like, come on, at least I ain't gonna say shit behind the nigga back. Like, wait till a nigga gone, then, oh, you doing a favor. Get a nigga that's good on his own. I never heard of these niggas before No Jumper. Did y'all? Like, how do you get a start? And look, listen, I commented on this shit. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Hold on. Let me see real quick. I commented on it. I commented on it. Niggas be 2 feet from you. Wait 2 weeks to talk shit about what they would have done. Long Beach niggas don't do that. Yeah, DW Flame from Long Beach. He from Baby Insane. But what I'm telling you is like, I heard him say he was gonna snatch somebody up. That's crazy.
What I said.
We just had a discussion about that.
Right. To find like two extra hosts, right? Like just like two.
Hold on.
Grab the nigga up on the dick.
Oh wait, is that
I
a
would
diss?
have asked him,
I didn't know
what the
though.
fuck do that supposed to do a vlog like he nigga on hood? I wish I was right here. Yeah, they family for a minute, cuz, but on 6-0, cuz talk about come to Long Beach to do a vlog. I just wasn't finna argue with cuz on the shit, bro. On hood, but nigga on 6-0 when all that shit was going on, cuz had some little sneak shit. I just wasn't finna argue with.
About viral Messiah.
We cool. I know the nigga on hood.
He's a popular rapper and a podcaster.
He's not a popular rapper.
Who?
He's a rapper.
Well, damn,
listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Talking about viral Messiah.
We cool. I know the nigga on hood, but nigga on 6-0 when all that shit was going on, cuz had some little sneak shit. I just wasn't finna argue with cuz.
Hold on.
Insane.
No.
That's like the
He's a
third
popular rapper and a.
like it because it's hell. I feel what you're saying.
With Paul, he's a rapper and
he's not no fucking personnel on the YouTube and all that. That's one of your clubhouse homeboys.
With Paul, he's a rapper.
But I never really watched it in depth. Like, I'm literally watching it with y'all. But this is what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all talking about? Don't bring Long Beach niggas up there because we have intelligence, because we can talk about more than just gangbanging. I'm sorry if our school district was better than yours. It's like, I promise you, like, if you have the ability to formulate a sentence that doesn't end with dead homies or on the dead, niggas are mad at you. We didn't go up on No Jumper disrespecting nobody. I got a video of a debate on No Jumper that's over 100,000 views. I kept it 100% respectful with everybody. You got a problem with me, but to sit up in there with your op and be cool with it. Niggas are crazy. You don't like me. What the fuck did I ever do to you? He was mad at me because I said this shit about like P-Nice, like I'll fight a nigga before P-Nice fight a nigga. Bro, that's my homeboy that I grew up with. You goddamn right. Why I'ma let a nigga get on the homie? That's stupid. Niggas is supposed to stick to. It's just like if niggas go to, like, in LA, like if you go to the county, Long Beach got their own section. Like, well, in the pen. Like, this is Long Beach niggas, this is everybody else. When you go to like jail, 20 Crips, Insanes, it's just Long Beach niggas. It don't matter if you from different hoods. Niggas already know that's what the program is. So even when I said that, niggas should already knew it was gonna be on that type of time. Nigga, we up here at No Jumper, niggas from LA hoods. We don't know these niggas like that. If some shit jump off, we all together. Because we don't even know y'all like that. Long Beach niggas don't even know LA politics like that. That's like a nigga from Orange County. And 5 Mexicans from 5 different Orange County hoods. Let some shit go down. They're all gonna link up like Voltron and defend themselves or do what they gotta do. But that's the type of shit you. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have you dog up here and all this type of stuff." Like, oh, niggas gonna be uncomfortable. No one's uncomfortable. Like, what the hell? You can't make a nigga like me feel uncomfortable at all. Yeah, hey, low value man, exactly. You mad at the nigga, but you know the nigga. Then the nigga was up there on No Jump calling you out for a fade, and you wasn't trying to do it. Like, now I'm not saying nothing about Brick as far as like, his resolve. The nigga, when they raided his shit, the niggas found all types of shit, AKs and all types of shit. Cool, man. But yeah, Long Beach niggas are not we're not scared. We not shook. We none of those things. We from where we from. We dealt what we dealt with, been through what we been through, and trust me, no nigga, singular or plural, is gonna make us feel any type of way. Like if they was like, nigga, come up to No Jumper tomorrow, nigga, I'm gonna come up there. Who gives a fuck? Not. And me, I done been to No Jumper. Actually, what's crazy is I've never been. Oh wait, I think I've been to No Jumper with Viral Way one time. I think I've been up there with him. Or maybe I've never been up there with him. I think maybe once I've been up there with him. But I be going up there by myself. And then they go up there on their own. But we always keep it respectful. And I always think it's a good time because I think we bring value to the space. But niggas talking about we need a new host. And you like, let's go through a list of gangbangers to find a good host. Bro, what? Come on, man. Really? What part of LA got the finest females? I think Inglewood and Hawthorne got the best looking black females in Los Angeles. Inglewood and Hawthorne, oh my God. I have never been to Hawthorne and not seen a beautiful, at least 4 to 5 beautiful females. And then Inglewood, go to Inglewood in the morning. Go to Inglewood to any coffee shop around 10 a.m. You gonna see some nigga. You gonna see some baddies, nigga. Like, I honestly, but I don't think Brick ducked fades because he's scared. I think Brick was ignoring fades because he had all that shit going on. You got some serious Fed shit going on. You ain't out here trying to squabble niggas. So, on that note, I understand the nigga. You got some Fed shit going on. You ain't out here trying to roll around in the dirt with niggas, bro. You literally have bigger fish to fry. You literally got bigger problems. But it is what it is, man. I don't really be worried about niggas like that. Niggas be out here. I don't know what niggas be doing. But hope I can get this back. But yeah. But guys, we up here talking. I hope y'all I hope you guys liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I think I got all super chats. Let me make sure I got cash apps if there are any. Gotta show appreciation to the people who show love. don't even know how to do this. This. Shout out to my boy JP from the LB for the $5 holler in the Cash App. Appreciate you, my brother. But I think that's all I got for you tonight. I know we went kind of late. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Till the next time. Take care of yourselves. But most importantly, take care of each other. Peace.